seven rush. Front seven rush. Yeah, we that. Front seven rush. 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 What's front seven rush? Front seven rush. Go get it. Front seven rush. 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 It's time to make these players recognize this our season, y'all. When they cross the line, off the top they hitting brick walls. We've been playing hard this whole game, but we bout to rush. Now it should be about that time the second guess the beating us. Front seven, that's a fact, and we ain't giving you slack. Beating on my chest after knocking down your quarterback. You ain't know, you're playing with some real defenders. Form tight, stance right, organized killers. All defense all the time, we don't finish last. When it's said and done, you'll hear it on the podcast. Front seven rush, they'll have a lot to say. It was fun, but we got more games to play.
Conquerors, Warriors, welcome into another edition of the Front Seven Rush Show. I'm Vince Ingram. I'm a superstar producer, Big Time B. John Kelly.
Yo, I was traveling on a breeze.
Hey man, people that know me and know you be asking me, has BJ been getting high? I just want to clear it up, man. They say he's been having some unorthodox behavior lately. He's a comedian. He's a soloist. He's a philosopher, a style coach, just an all-around hustler.
No,
Just loving life, huh, brother?
just it's not that pretty, man. Life ain't that pretty, man. But I want it to be. So you know, I want it to be. Hey, KV, I think everything is cool. You know, it could be. We could be. I don't know. We could be like dealing with a whole different era. You know, we could be dealing with the Holocaust. We could be dealing with slavery. We could be dealing with, man.
We could be dealing with. Have you ever seen people with pimples and they got pus in their face and on their back? Have you ever seen Dr. Pimple Popper?
Yeah. Those big, like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Man, look, man, you could be dealing with that stuff, man.
Yeah.
Just think about it.
Yeah.
If you had to go to the doctor and you had, boils, you had to get stuff squished out of, man. That's horrible.
Yeah. Yes.
See what I'm saying?
Gross.
Yeah. I mean, enough to draw your face up.
Yeah. It's just permanent. Just
Yeah. Yuck. Right?
yuck.
Yeah. What's up, sis? Yeah. So yeah, man, you need to thank God for what we got. Where you at? Got a lot. You was able to get up this morning. I mean, you sitting there, you're talking, you're in your right mind. Got on a nice clean shirt. Look like you might have had a jacket on.
A jacket? What you mean?
Got a jacket on your chair. So I thought maybe you had what was wearing.
Oh, that's my motorcycle jacket.
See what I'm saying? How's that going?
Oh, pretty good. So, what was it, last Sunday or 2 weeks ago? I don't know, but fairly recently, I had a day where I hopped on and, man, I dropped my bike like 3 times.
BJ, what are you talking about, man?
It was just one of those days, man. It was just one of those days. First I went to the cleaners. I was like, man, let me go take these clothes to the cleaners. Man, I was cool all the way there. Dropped off my clothes. I got back to the parking lot. You know, it's literally right in front of this wall of windows of them. And, you know, it's like around closing time for them. It was like maybe it's Monday actually. But yeah, so because yeah, they're not open on Sundays. But so, anyways, it was like around closing time, maybe like 6 or something. I hop on the bike, I kind of back out of my parking spot. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm about to, whip it. I kind of got to make a tight little turn.
Mhm.
Man, I did a slow maneuver, man. I got a little too close to the curb. I was like, here, let me stop. So because I'm close to the curb, I thought I was just gonna brake and then back up a little bit more and then keep going. When I braked, all that weight was on one side, and I dumped my bike, vroom, right there on the spot, boom, and I was like, I didn't even look back at the cleaners. Mind you, I'm like 5 feet away from their
You know they
front door.
saw
I'm
you.
just like, I broke that day. I broke my lever. Your brake
Mhm.
lever.
Mhm.
Yeah, I broke my lever that day. I just got a new one in the mail. Yeah, expensive, but yeah. I mean, hey, but for all it's worth, even though I dropped it twice more that day, the bike is in great shape.
I mean, what's your mental psyche after dropping the bike as many times as you have dropped it?
Well, after I dropped it that first time, every time I drop it, I go, okay, why did I drop it? And I broke it down. And I'm like, all right, I keep dropping it at this point because in the very beginning I dropped it because I had an issue with controlling the clutch to throttle and stuff like that. But now what happened was when I am doing a slow maneuver
Mhm.
and the weight of the bike, it like if I don't keep that engine going and I'm not standing up straight, if I'm at a tilt and I brake.
Let me ask you a question real quick, and this is a serious question. It may sound funny, um, but I'm not trying to be funny. Can you sit on your bike and your feet touch the ground?
They touch, yeah. What do you mean? Of course they touch.
Right. So you're not when you're going slow, you're not
Not
using
flat.
your feet. I mean, even if I mean enough to control your weight.
Yeah, enough to control my weight, but not so my feet are probably like 80%. If I was flat, I think I could control it a lot better
Well,
whenever
most
it's
people are
turned a little
probably
more.
80%. So I mean, it's rare that you have those are really tall guys who are able to be flat footed on their bikes and
Oh,
sitting on their
oh,
bikes. But most guys is 5'9" ish, 5'10". I mean, and the 80% is good. You got to work on that, buddy. You got to be able to
yeah.
control that bike. Sound like right now that bike controlling you.
Nah, that's why I dropped it 2 more times because I was practicing those slow maneuvers, and I got to learn that day. Okay, even though a bike is small, I know I can do like a right hand turn, like just boom, like I could do a super super tight, just maybe 90-degree turn, but going
Mhm.
around in a circle, I was like, okay, I see the limitation now. I
Mhm.
see I see where the bike stops and where you know, and also I learned where I need to be when I'm maneuvering. If I don't got that bike, like even if I stop at a stop sign, the if I don't got those handlebars straight, if I got them turned to the side, and I gotta deal with a little bit of a lean. Typically, that's not enough time, and I will drop the bike. I will drop the bike. So
Bodine, what's up? The lovely, how you doing? Sam, what's up, Big B? KB said, BJ, do you have a real motorcycle or one of those mopeds? I see people on the pop. Yeah, KB missed that show. No, since he got a real motorcycle. Tell her what kind you got, BJ.
Oh, I got the real deal. Kawasaki 650. Yeah. I got the
He
real
got a
deal,
real
yo.
bike. Lewis, what's up? Bodine said, BJ, that's bad business. That's not normal dropping your bike like that, and it's not player. Yeah. Big Bro say, oh no. The lovely said, only ride in your neighborhood. Big Bro, I like this comment. Big Bro said, I'm coming to get that bike and putting it in my garage until you learn to ride.
I don't even get how that's supposed to happen.
I don't have a smile on my face when I say that's what should freaking happen.
Nah.
Until this boy learn how to ride this bike, man. You gotta respect them bikes, BJ.
I respect it, and it's teaching me. It's teaching me. In fact, me and my bike, we got a great relationship. I just, did its oil and stuff, and went and got it some stuff to clean it, and coolant, and I've been doing little repairs on it. We got real close. We got real close.
Mm-hmm. So Sammy said, BJ, if you are on your tiptoes, Sammy ride bikes, Bodine ride bikes. Sammy said, if you are on your tiptoes when you're on a bike, that's not too safe. Lower the bike so you can be flat-footed and have more control. You also need to work on your balance. Sam, he say 80%. 80% is, but yeah, Sam he's got a point. Then Bodine go on and say you can stretch your bike, which would lower it.
Yeah, I think I'll do that because I think I'm about like an inch away from my feet being fully flat, and I know if my feet were flat, and so when I come to a stop, if it was just fully flat, I'd be like, oh yeah, perfect. But it's just that little gap that I think makes me like,
Humpty Dumpty, huh? So yeah, I mean, and all of us are on you, man, because we care so much about you. We just don't want to see nothing happen. Damn that bike. We don't want to see nothing happen to you. I mean, thank God ain't nothing been getting scuffed up so far, but the bike.
Oh yeah. I haven't fell, like under it, not once. I think I only hurt myself that.
Jump off of it.
I mean, I don't know what I do, but every time it falls, it's like I'm watching it fall from a couple feet away. So I think I am jumping. I don't know, but it's never been a case where it's been falling and I'm like, I'm like usually watching it fall. I'm like, oh dang, how'd that get on the ground? Look like a guy just coming over picking up someone's bike.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, bro, I mean, it's pretty obvious you're gonna try to conquer this thing. So keep pushing.
Lewis, I had some frame sliders in the mail. No, I ordered them. And then they sent me an email talking about, oh, we apologize. Our website said it was in stock, but it's not. La 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 la. So I was supposed to have some today, actually.
But yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. Be careful, man. And I take it that you're in low volume traffic areas, right?
Yeah, like I'm not doing anything crazy. I haven't hit the highway. I've only been around my neighborhood. If I've gone any further out of my neighborhood, it was on I was on a, how some neighborhood roads can just go a really long way and you can just ride that and you can just come right back. Like that's pretty much been all of my rides. So that I can at least get into traffic. But yeah, nothing like being on the feeder and like highway or like nothing like that. In fact, I've been taking it in stride. So when I drop it, I appreciate that I've dropped it because I know what I've worked on, how much I've worked on, and how much further I have to go. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, cool. Because up to that point, I had practiced, all types of things, tight turns, my braking, my clutch, shifting smoothly, all that. And I never would have guessed that pulling out of a parking spot would be the reason why I dropped it 3 times in a day. Never would have guessed. It wasn't moving fast. It was moving slow. I was like, what? So, it was a whole new thing, man. It's, whole new thing.
Yeah. But yeah, just be safe, brother. Just be safe. Lewis, have you taken motorcycle safety course?
I have one scheduled recently. I think Monday or Sunday, the 4th and the 5th. What days are those? I don't know, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good deal.
It's
Good deal.
up to this point. It's just been solo dolo for the
and you done dropped the bike like 6 times.
Oh yeah, good count. Dang.
Yeah. Because I remember you when you first told me, it was like, yeah, I done dropped it like 4 times already. I was like, damn.
Man.
Yeah. Hey, quick question, man. I seen the video. I got a quick question. Big bro on her. I want to know what Big bro thinks. The ladies, who eat first? This is dinner. Who eat first? The kids or your man? Who eat? It's supposed to be. Also, it's I think it's biblical somewhere, but it was a video, man, and it went to the moon. This lady said in her house, her man eat first. Cause he said when her man come home, she said that the kids is taking off his boots, and
Whoa.
she is
the kids take off his boots. That's interesting.
Man,
okay.
When Pops come through the door, man, he said it's like he's greeted, and everybody start helping out with making him comfortable, man.
Dang.
Ain't that something? And
Dang.
she said, she said to the ladies, man, if your man ain't eating first, then you got the wrong man in the house. So
the wrong man or the wrong wife?
Well, no, she said some men don't. She said some men, if you're buying groceries based off food stamps, and from her, then yeah, her kids are gonna eat first. But if this man is providing, then then definitely her man is eating first.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, because it's again, I have to refer to your lion. The lion eats first because
some grass for my snack.
He's a protector. He has to have his strength to protect everybody else. You know what I mean? But I mean, the video got a lot of flack though, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me play the video for us. Gotta share. 1 second. I'm finding the screen that I'm sharing.
You got a video?
Yeah, I got the TikTok. Just trying to share my screen real quick. Oh, that's why.
Sam said he agreed with that young lady. The lovely said that's order in the house. Love it. We got 2 for the dad eating first, man. I mean, for the man eating first. I know we're gonna get somebody. Say the kids got it. I know we got to get somebody.
See, I would want to instill that, but I wasn't necessarily raised that way. So I think I would feel awkward trying to, put that rule into the family.
You wasn't raised.
Yeah, I mean, they don't know how I was raised, but I mean,
But man eat first.
Yeah. I mean, I just wasn't. There was no rule about any of that. Like, no, there wasn't any rule about anyone eating first, really. So, but I mean, I think that'd be kind of cool. You feel like a king. That sounds kingly.
Hey,
I mean,
you king of your castle, man. Okay, knew we had one. Xavier said the dad can make his own plate, feed those kids. I knew we was gonna have somebody, man.
The dad can make his own plate. Why does he have to make his own plate?
Xavier, why you gotta make his own plate?
I liked it. Shit.
Lou said he'd like to see his kids eat. I mean, yeah, I like to see my kids eat, but the order's supposed to be based on this video. This young lady said the daddy. If the food is ready, everybody finna eat. The dad get his plate first. He gotta make sure he's good.
So when it comes to a man, my husband, I can't speak for nobody else. And I'm sick of people asking this question. Who you feed first? A man or the kids? The kids come first, the man come first, whoever come first in your house. Let me tell you something. We all don't have the same lifestyle, okay? Some of y'all may get food stamps. Some of y'all working and providing food for your household. Yes, ladies. Some of y'all ladies working or either get food stamps and you're providing the food for your household. And this man just coming over eating. I don't blame you feeding your kids first. If that's the case, no. But when you got a provider and a protector, every piece of food comes through that door, come from his blood and sweat. Yeah, you gonna feed him first. Yes. Because guess what? When my kids growing up, when they was coming up, they ate at school all day. Then when they busted through the door before they get in the door, they snack and eat. My husband work from dusk to dawn, and baby, when he come through this door falling out, we all getting on the kids. I pull the boots off while I'm in here fixing the plate. And we finna get daddy together. Because daddy makes sure we good.
That's so fair.
You would never understand the concept if you ain't had it, okay? So don't come for me.
Mm.
I'm just letting you know. Until you have it, then you won't understand it. So until then, you keep feeding your kids first. And when you get that, then you make sure that black king get a big piece of chicken.
Black king.
Let me tell y'all something. When it comes to a man, my husband.
Oh man,
I can't speak for nobody.
I like her.
And I'm sick of people asking this question.
All right, man, shut it off.
A man and the kids.
Oh, you still here?
First, the man come first. Whoever.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So you got Lewis saying he like to see his kids eat first. Xavier is all the way against it. She on this man woman thing. Why does the mom have to make her own plate? She's on that. Then Xavier said, nah, that's that 1950 stuff. Basically, she's saying she ain't making no man no plate. Damn him. You know what I'm talking about? No matter what she talking about.
What's wrong with the whole fact of if he's providing like that and all of y'all are living so well and so good that y'all can just go grab a snack at any point in the day, and he comes home and it's dinner time, I don't know, I don't think anything's wrong with having a little formality. Like, first off, we're all gonna eat at the dinner table, so I'm providing the table and the food that's on the table, and not all families sit around the dinner table, so this is also a great experience. Then when I come in the door, everybody, kind of shows me the respect of like, oh, hey, we're all going to wait for dad to get in before we just grab a plate or anything. We're all going to sit down. And then mom, because she's the queen of the house, when she brings out the plates while everyone's at the table, or mom and sister or mom and brother or whoever you want to set it up to be, when they bring out the plates, they sit the plate in front of dad first, and then dad respectfully waits for everyone to get their plate, but then he digs in and everybody respectfully digs in after. It's not like, it's just respect. It's not even a
I think she had a good point, man. I mean, when she said that, especially when the kids are in school, they ate lunch, they come home, this is when I used to come, when my son come home, he got a snack. I mean, when I used to come home from school, I got a snack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But once I started working, I eat lunch and that was it. I didn't eat no more until, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I think she had a good point with that. And like you said, it's just a respect thing, man. Now, if you coming home 7, 8, late hours, then of course not. But if you coming home at dinner time,
right?
Then, and so Vicky said order. I don't really know what that means. She just said the word order. Then Bodine said Vince, if it's just me and his wife and me and the wife home, he eat but he eat. But if his grandkids, he let them eat first, make sure they good. So you got a man
Okay.
with a different perspective. He's saying he gonna let the kids eat, and if he gets something, he do, and if he don't, the hell with it. You know what I mean? He'll figure something out, but he letting the grandchildren eat first. The Lovely said it's like on an airplane. The stewardess say, put the mask on yourself first and not your kids. Okay.
That's extreme for this one, but yeah.
Yeah, it is. So Sammy said, BJ, don't call it kingly. A real man, a true provider, that man comes first. If that real works to pay the majority of the bills, mortgage, car notes, lights, water, insurance, so on, that's true provider for the family. He eats first. In all caps. Doggone it.
Doggone it.
Lou said, I'm still getting a big piece of chicken. So why does it matter? Now, if you got a big ass boy and you let him eat, then he gonna play like he didn't know.
Oh, and you know what? Yeah, if you don't have certain rules like this or pecking order, then that whole big piece of chicken thing most likely ain't in there either, is it?
It's gonna be gone by the time you mosey to the table. Especially if you got two big boys, one big boy, he gonna play. He ain't know. Xavier said her sister-in-law said she don't make her brother's plate. Oh boy, wonder how much respect he got. The Lovely said most of the time the woman eats while she's cooking. That's a good point.
Is that true? I never noticed that.
I mean, I can't, because she hit it boom right there. But you know, I know my mom tastes her stuff when she cooking. You know,
Yeah, I see them taste it, but I never saw them like eat
man,
while
by the time
cooking.
you taste all that crap, you done got full.
I mean, what are you making? A 9-course meal?
Vicky said, keyword provider. He is providing, and I'm pretty sure a real man won't mind if his kids eat first. He might not get in till late, so everyone has to wait on him. So yeah, like I said earlier, it just depends what time he get in and da 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 da. I don't think too many men really, you know what I'm saying, really trip on it as long as they eat something, you know. But I thought it was just an interesting video that homegirl made. So Sammy said, for any female that says a man shouldn't eat first, guess what? Hold tight. He'll secretly find him someone who will eat him first.
Ooh.
Gloves off. Kavana said, well, I fix my man his plate dang near every time I cook. That's what I'm talking about, sis. What my sister was happening, man. I even fix his plate when we are at someone else's house. See the difference in my sister and Xavier's sister, sister-in-law.
Yeah.
Xavier said, female, really a female giraffe. Xavier really don't nobody really know about the female thing, honey. I'm sorry. We don't mean no harm. I forget it all the time. We sorry. The Lovely said, even if he comes home late, his plate is on the stove. There you go.
Okay.
So the Lovely saying,
warm.
even if your dude do get home late, she already go in there fix his plate before anybody do what you
save his food to the side, won't even play around.
Okay, that's a good perspective right there. We didn't even consider. Sammy said, now, if it's okay with that man that the kids or wife eat first, it's okay. No problem. That is an understanding between partners. Okay? We love to say, you still fix his plate first, even if he comes home late.
This is a checklist for my future wife. I'm just gonna keep note of this.
Yeah, that was a good. Yeah, she got a lot of buzz for that, man. On the video. See how much action we got off of it?
Man. Yeah, that was That was good. I completely agree with her. It looks like most of the people that just saw that with us agree too.
Yeah, I
Most
think
of them.
everybody but
Most.
Xavier, Bodine and Lucy, they like see their kids eating, you know. So
I think it's it's different if the man says, okay, nah, it's fine.
Mhm.
But come on now, women. Don't get in the way of the king's meal, you know?
Hey, man.
Come on now.
Uh,
Nah. Everybody said something respectful though. They said, he may not eat first, but he'll definitely have his food saved. Yeah.
right. I
That's
thought
fair.
that was a great point. The
Yeah.
lovely made.
I'm glad we don't have no trifling people in here. They're like, Psh, he better come home on time if he wants the food, or he's gonna have to get something on the way home.
Oh man, I'm sure somebody was thinking it.
It's out there
Yeah, I'm sure somebody was thinking it, man.
because these kids gotta eat.
These children gotta eat, boy. BJ, so let's pull up the video. I just sent it to you through Messenger. I want to make sure you get right to it. This parent, man, this is another viral one. This one had my skin crawling, bro. And I think just before, and I'm pretty sure most of everybody have seen it. This had my skin crawling. And if I was a parent of one of those kids on that bus, me and this dude would have a problem. And I think the dude need to be brought up on charges for what he did and how he did it. And I get what he called himself trying to do, but he did it the wrong way. You don't handle it that way. You go to the school, you get to school to call the parents in and discuss it that way. You don't climb on this bus and terrorize these kids like this chump did. And he's getting a lot of blowback from this. But this is the parent that got on the school bus and went bananas on the kids because his child was being bullied.
Because his child was being bullied. Sounds like a punk.
Mm-hmm.
Moments on a JCPS school bus for students coming home from Carter Elementary.
WDRB's Dalton Godby shows what happened when a man walked on the bus and started screaming.
The video is chaotic. The bus is
and
stopped, a man is on the bus screaming
and
threatening the kids. It's hard to tell from the video at times, but the bus seems nearly full. Cries and screams from students can be heard. Several students and another adult can be seen outside the bus, standing at its entrance. We asked JCPS about the incident. The district says that the incident is being investigated. JCPS sent a letter to the parents of those students on the bus stating that the bus driver, who appears to be in the video, got the adults off of the bus. However, the district says those adults followed the bus in a car. After police and district security were notified, JCPS had the driver return the bus to Carter Elementary. The parents were asked to come get their children. Students waited on the bus until police arrived. JCPS says it's providing counseling for any students who are suffering from trauma related to the incident. Dalton Godby, WDRB News.
Look here, man. Homeboy handled that all wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? All the way wrong,
sure.
man. He, that video was a little, I guess everybody probably got the gist of what was going on, but you can look it up and it's clear on YouTube or whatever, or TikTok. But this dude is apparently somebody was bullying him, and that was his child in front of him. And she was Billy Bad. She trying to climb over the seat to get it. And then I was
wondering who that was, blurred out, trying to climb over stuff.
That was his child. I'm assuming that was his child because she was standing in front of him and she was barking as he was barking.
So she got backup now.
She got
the
backup.
one that was bullied got over.
And they flash back to this little girl that just kind of was standing there looking like, what up? You know what I mean? So I'm assuming that's what it was about. But dude handled that all wrong, man. He handled it all wrong. I think he's gonna get in some trouble behind that one.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I know, and this might be this might be a black thing, but I know like we can yell at kids without actually meaning too much harm, you know, but you don't hop on a school bus and go terrorize someone's kids that you don't know.
Right.
And you know, I don't think him yelling was any sign that he was going to hurt anybody or anything like that. Cause like I said, I mean,
DJ, it wasn't, but he was saying,
yeah, what he was saying, what he was saying, and the fact that he was on the bus blocking the exit, yeah, like all that is like, you know, that's much. That's too much. Any parent at that point would be like, hold up, you know, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, like, hold up, get off the dang bus. Why are you on the bus with my kids? Yeah.
It was sad, man, because they had one little girl, she was just crying hysterically and just, I want to go home. I want to go home, you know. And she was terrorized, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's my daughter. Man, I got a problem with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because not all kids grow up or are raised around somebody like that. You know, the kids that were laughing, you know where they came from. You know, so they're like, ha ha ha! I've seen this guy before, and I've seen this laugh, you know, this yelling before. But yeah, I bet there's some kids that are like, what the heck is going on? Why is this man yelling at us?
Yeah, it's wasn't cool, man. Wasn't cool. So you know, he'll definitely get what's coming to him.
I don't think they like that video, Vince.
No, I don't think so either, man. But I think it needs to be seen because, you know, a lot of people got kids and grandkids and stuff like that. So, you know, it's something to be aware of. This is the world we in now. You got these type of parents climbing on the damn school bus, you know. So
yeah, that's way too much. It's way too much, and it was right for the bus stop driver to actually stop the bus and not just continue about the day like it was normal and let the kids go about. Like it seemed like he stopped it and let the natural process and like authorities and whatever, like, you know, check things out, because he could have made it worse and just, you know, just if he could have even continued, they were probably so upset that they probably didn't even let the bus drive off.
I don't know. I didn't figure out what those people was doing outside. The little short, fat girl with the bonnet on. I don't know what she had going on. I don't know if that was another parent or if that was his lady.
Girl with the bonnet. Oh yeah, the one outside, right? The one outside the bus. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, these kids have a great angle though. You know that those were kids that recorded that.
Yeah, I mean they the best at it, man.
Hey, man.
You talk to, you know, you don't start nothing, but you better finish it. Yeah.
Yep.
KB said some of those kids was crying, not used to that mess. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what BJ said. A lot of them were. This one little girl, man, I felt bad for her. She was crying, and another one of the kids was trying to console her. Yeah.
Why do parents want to fight children? Shameful. Yeah. That could have been like a moment where he got on, and if he was gonna do anything, get on, you know, say something constructive like an adult, like a father, not just hop on there and be a bully himself, you know.
He was a bully, man. He was talking to a dude in the street.
Yep.
Yeah. So, you know, so yeah, you just gotta watch that kind of stuff, man.
I mean, to break it down how you always say, like the wild, you know, like the nature and the kind of just primal, like if this was the wild, that was the equivalent of a lion showing what goes down in the field, bringing that back to the cubs, you know? You know, like that was too close. Like the Cubs should have never been, you know, like the Cubs, you know, if they wanted to experience that, they'd be out in the field, you know. But they're at school. They're, you know, it's
Right.
just, you know, they're chilling, coming back from school. You know, that's the best time when you're coming back from school.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
He didn't do it in the morning. He did it on their way back home. They about to get that snack,
Oh,
you know.
man. Yeah, they've been to go eat new big piece of chicken, everything.
Parents might. I mean, this is the time when their parents really ain't really home like that right after school.
Yeah.
You know.
So it's straight to the video game, and you know, it's just all love. And then you get
He ruined
bombarded
all
with
that.
that. So boom, there it is.
He ruined all that.
Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna keep it moving, man. Were you able to find a video about that incident? This kind of goes back, keep it in the schools. I thought we'd have a kid friendly show tonight. This kind of keep it in the schools, where they was talking about the co-ed bathrooms and the transgender stuff, where a boy was wearing girl clothes and raped a girl in the bathroom.
In school?
Yeah, or it may be somewhere else. Just see if you can find something like that.
How long ago did this happen? Because I see a few stories.
You can just pull either one up.
Jeez, I see too many stories.
A
Teen
boy,
accused of this, little girl this, family says teen was this, and those are 3 different stories.
so apparently somewhere a boy was dressed up like a girl so he could go in the girl's bathroom.
Or dressed like girl. Okay.
And when he got in there, he apparently raped a young lady. So
A skirt-wearing male student is found guilty of raping a 15-year-old girl in a school bathroom in Virginia.
you know what I'm saying? That right there in
So-
itself, man, should veto this whole gender-friendly bathroom stuff,
Bruh.
right?
In school, in high school. I don't
In school, because I mean,
What?
if they wear, okay, if you put on a skirt and you go to work tomorrow, they can't judge you, man.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
you can be Diane all day, and when you get there, they Bijan, no, I'm Diane. They would have to address you as Diane.
Mhm.
That's where we at, man. And you could go in and out of the ladies' bathroom, sit and kiss.
As wrong as that is, I don't think any rule would have stopped this kid though. Cuz this is a stark contrast. High school is usually a place where kids would dress up like a girl as a prank to go in the girl's bathroom. As a prank, you know, and then come out laughing and stuff, you know, because they spooked someone or someone caught them, you know. But he went in there with the most despicable of intents in high school. I've never even, like, this is kind of up on the list with like that elementary shooting. Like, this is a high schooler raping another high schooler in the bathroom, dressed as a girl to do it. Like, this, I don't really understand.
Despicable.
Yeah, I don't really understand where, like, no rule would have this.
So you think he was
That's
just
far, is what I'm trying to say. That's super far. I couldn't imagine anyone at my high school doing that. Even the worst of the worst. Like, this isn't a normal kid, you know?
Yeah, you're right. This guy's a psychopath in the making, and I mean, thank God they got him early. Cause
That wasn't his
anybody
first
who-
thing.
Probably wasn't.
No, I see it right here. In October, the same male student was arrested for sexually assaulting another female student at a different high school in the district.
Wow. So this dude's a psychopath and a rapist.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. That is I don't know, man. I don't even know what to say. That's so sad, bro. But like KV saying, they gave him a end to get into the girls' bathroom with that whole gender thing. Wow. Yeah, that's do you see
Oh,
parents
dude.
taking kids, more of their kids out of schools, man, and going to the homeschool thing?
I do, but I don't think a lot of them are capable of it. I think more of them want to, but I think if they could, yeah, for sure. But yeah, for in short, yeah, I do.
Because when you got stuff like this, man, I mean,
This is the
it's like-
first I've ever heard of that. I'm sure it's not the first time it's happened, but like this is the first time I've heard of something like that where another student, in school assaulted another student. Like, you hear things of like students doing depraved things outside of school and luring, a classmate into this area or whatever. And, that's like some out of school, like in schools just seems, it's not different crime wise, but it's just here wise, like, man. Oh, okay. So the girl's father, right? Check this out. So there was this kid, right? He was found guilty of raping a 15-year-old female in a high school bathroom in Virginia.
Right.
In May, the girl's father, right, Mr. Smith, we'll call him, he was called in by the school officials and they told him what happened, right? And they arrested and prosecuted him because of his reaction.
The dad. They treated him worse than the attacker. They had let him get arrested, prosecuted, okay, so they removed him because of his reaction, but they arrested him later at the school board meeting where he was trying to tell his daughter's story. And that's when they actually went ahead and arrested him. Wow. And then let's see what else. So there's a superintendent by the name of Scott. Apparently, he was the one that personally reported the attack to the school board members, and he sent out some email about additional law enforcement units to deal with the father for causing a disruption and using profane language that was overheard by staff and students. So I don't know. Apparently, there's a zero tolerance policy. I don't know what they thought his reaction was supposed to be.
I don't know. Like, and then you're gonna call him in. You're gonna tell him in person in the school. I mean, if I'm in the place, I'm gonna be looking at you crazy before I go the hell off.
Right.
Like,
yeah, shame on them. Shame on them. They should have just calmed him down. Sir, we had to tell you this protocol. We understand you're upset, but definitely you can't bring him up on charge, man. Shame on the school board. Shame on him.
yeah,
It's sad. I saw that, man. I thought it was so despicable, man. I just wanted to share, and I'm pretty sure everybody has seen it, but I just want to really quick talk about it. It's crazy, man. That's crazy.
there's something seriously wrong with that kid. Seriously wrong.
Yeah. He's a psychopath, man. Straight up.
And apparently they didn't the school, so like I said, he had a recent case that he was already being charged for, right? But he's still at school, still allowed to roam around. That other students weren't made aware of it. And
Right.
yeah.
From the first time he did is what you're saying.
Yeah. And the first time wasn't a warning. The first time he was charged for seriously charged, and now he's on trial, awaiting trial for the second one. So
Damn. And you lock his ass up, man.
yeah. Yeah.
BJ, you
Go away the key.
do you have you heard anything about people that some type of bill that they're going to sign? People that make under 60,000 a year get free health care. Have you heard anything about that?
I didn't hear that. That's fair.
That ain't
No?
fair, man. Hell you mean?
Why,
People
why
that
is it
make
fair?
under $60,000 a year
Yeah.
are going, or I guess they're working to get them free health care.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
That's you know what? I'm gonna be real. Nothing's wrong with it. But what about the people that make over 60,000 a year? I don't think anything's wrong with giving those people free health care, or giving the people that make under 60,000. I don't want to say those people, the people that make under 60,000 free health care. But what do you give the people that make over 60,000?
Well, the people that make over 60,000
Don't you
make
say it.
over,
Hun?
the people that make over 60,000, they make over, well, that's kind of close, because some people right at that line don't even make $5,000 a month, and that's after taxes. Yeah.
Well, let me just say this.
Mm.
If it's true, my problem is that you give, what is 60,000? Is that middle class, or is that lower class at this point?
Nah, I don't think that's middle class. That's got to be, if anything, low middle class. Let me see, but I don't think that's middle class.
Okay, well, it's despicable, man, that you give some people breaks and then other people, I mean, you don't give everybody breaks, some type of breaks.
Yeah, that's right at the edge of right where middle class starts, and then middle class continues up to like 100,000.
So anything over 100,000 is considered what?
Anything over 100,000 is upper middle class, and on and on and on.
Man, look, man. Like I said, I don't have a problem with it, man. I just think that they need to make laws for everybody, and not just the lower and lower middle class. I just don't think it's fair, man. I just don't think it's fair. And so when I heard that, yeah, I was like, damn. Xavier said, I think if you make over a certain amount, you deserve one tax-free check a year. That's it? Cause that's not enough. That's not enough.
Yeah, that's funny. Why only one though? Why can't it be like a whole quarter?
The Lovely said the average income of a black man in America is $42,000 a year. We need most of them covered on insurance, especially life insurance.
See, that alone right there, I think it's really great that the people below 60,000 get it, but if there's something else in it for the people around that range or a little above that, like, I think that'd be cool too. I mean, we have plans for like discounts and stuff, right? Obamacare, stuff like that, right?
I mean, for who?
Middle class?
I don't think so, man. Obamacare is for lower class. I mean, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I may be wrong. I don't know. But you have to qualify for Obamacare, and they base a lot of that on your income. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they do. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yep.
See, what people don't realize, or what a lot of people don't realize, is if you make more, you tend to gonna live bigger, right? I'm not saying
That's true.
extravagant, but what I'm saying is, if you make 100,000 a year, you're gonna have 100,000 a year home. You know what I'm saying? If you make 40,000 a year, you know, 9 times out of 10, you know, if you're not getting some type of government housing,
Yeah.
then you're gonna live in different areas or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. If you're making 60,000 plus, you're easily gonna be paying at least 1,200, 1,400 in rent or mortgage, right?
at least, yeah, at least. But nowadays, 1,200, 1,400 in mortgage is gonna get you in the lower income areas.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You got nowadays, man. You gonna pay $3,000 a month to live somewhere nice. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And healthcare outside of the job can easily be, especially with the family and stuff, can easily be hundreds. Could be 600. Could be 300.
So Chuck says, so you're against welfare? Chuck, I'm not against. I'm assuming he's asking me. I'm not against welfare. I'm against welfare to be a career welfare recipient. Yeah, I'm against that totally. You know, if you get on welfare, they need to give you a term, 2, 3, 5 years tops. You got to be off of that. And if you're not off of it by then, that's your ass. You know,
That's your ass.
that's your ass, Mr. Postman. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no, I'm not against it because I think it's a good start for some people. However, you know, these people who just live off of it for the rest of their life, yeah, I'm against it. So KB said, answering Chuck, yes, I'm against welfare. KB chimed in. I know some people need assistance at different times, but make welfare temporary.
Same.
For some being
What you said.
on welfare is their job. Yeah.
Man, y'all must be related.
Related, man. So KB also said, and they're smoking weed or something the entire time they're on welfare. Yeah, they smoking weed, buying Jordans, Louis bags. I mean,
but to be fair, dispensaries, liquor stores, fast food, all that is marketed and in their areas specifically, all those areas where all the welfare people would be. All that is marketed directly to them.
Right, you're right. The liquor stores, the bad food. You're right, BJ. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So the love to say, Vince, you have to understand most lower income people don't have the same mindset as middle class and upper class. So these things have to be provided for them to give them options to do better.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah, I get it, but it's just not right, man. I mean, once everybody gets grown and they're not a child anymore, they got to go get it the same way me and BJ and KV got to go get it. They're right, BJ.
Man, gotta go get it.
Mm-hmm. Xavier said, I agree. Welfare should be 2 years and start some kind of educational program so they can get off. Another great idea.
Yeah.
If you got somebody going off into their 3rd, 4th year of welfare,
you need a program.
You need a program. Hey, listen, It's got to be like anything else. Listen, you have to enroll in this. It's free. No, you can't pay for it. I ain't gonna pay for it. So
come on, man.
So you need to enroll in this, and we're going to coach and teach you how to get off of welfare, because we got to have it for the other young people that's coming along that need this assistance.
Right.
Yeah. So Lou said they should be drug tested and need to be drug free to receive benefits. Another excellent suggestion, man.
I don't know about that one.
Why not? How the
Well,
hell, if your ass can't afford to pay your whole damn rent, can you afford to buy drugs?
well, it's just the fact about like I said, there's a lot of stuff marketed to them and a lot of stuff in their areas that, you know, so, there are your addicts in there, but then there's also your people that are just stuck in that loop. And so for them to, you know, make the bad choice or something and have a little party with a little drug or something, because, you know, or smoke or whatever, like, and then they, you know, go get tested and now their rent for the next 3 months can't get paid, that just puts them in a worse spot.
Oh well. Do the right thing.
Dang.
Look here, man. It's not hard to do the right thing. You choose to do the wrong thing. If you're in an area where this is plentiful, do what you got to do to get your ass out that area. Don't just wallow in and say, this is it for me. You know what I mean? A lot of people, and I don't want to hear that whole, well, it depends on where you came from, da. I've known a lot of people who didn't have the best upbringing, but decided to change that narrative when they was able to and decided to go a different way. So at the end of the day,
True.
it's what you decide you want to put up with and you want to deal with and how you want to live. Chuck said children need to eat for more than 2 to 4 years.
Oh yeah. The kids should have all of the free food, free healthcare, all that, all the way up until 16.
So does everybody kid get free healthcare and food? Even
everyone's kid.
Okay, so the upper class kid as well.
Everyone's kid.
Okay, so what you saying is that whole thing need to be changed. The same benefits that the lower class get, the upper class should be able to get, right? For
the kids, yeah. I think all the kids, no matter what.
Sound like a great idea to me. I'm just saying, the crap need to be fair all the way across the board. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, hey, if we could have just free healthcare in general, that'd be great.
Xavier say, wait a minute, I missed somebody. Bodine say, KV, you right. I know somebody got 5 kids on welfare and they smoke and drink every day. And they never keep a job long. Single parent, does that make a difference? Vince? If you're a single parent, man, I can see you being single, having 1 child or maybe 2. But when you get up into the 5, why the hell are you keep having kids, man, if you can't support the 2 you got? I don't get it.
They need a program, Vince, but they don't need to be drug tested and forced out of the welfare system.
After 3 years, 4 years, they do. Because at that point, they ain't trying.
But if they have, to be fair, I like this. So if we give all the kids free food and free healthcare and do the drug testing for adults to not, to receive welfare and to be temporary on the welfare and all that, that would work out, wouldn't it? Because even if that mother gets rejected for certain things, the kids, they're gonna have food, they're gonna have healthcare. They might be moving wherever the mom is moving because she can't pay the rent, but that's on her.
Yeah, but you still can get yourself up.
Yeah, for sure.
It just depends on how much work you want to put in, man. I've known several ladies, man, who had kids, single. The dad was there, but so there or whatever. And these ladies, man, got up and got it. Worked, went to school, kept a job, did what they had to do to get out the slums, man, and made it out and are successful citizens today. So
hey, women are something else, man.
There was no drugs involved. You just can't make me understand how the hell you gonna afford to buy drugs and you can't afford to pay your whole rent without assistance.
The things women put up with is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that whole I think I'm agreeing with y'all now on the whole drugs part, because I was thinking like, you know, there's this person, they got this affliction, but they have kids, so now they messing up everything for everyone else. But if we merge our two ideas,
How
then
many
it
people
could.
would you say, man, haven't been privy to as much? I mean, that know somebody where they could get some drugs, some weed, some whatever. Everybody. So at the end of the day, who is it up to if you decide you want to partake in this? No matter what area you're in. I've known people in low
Good point.
income areas to big ass houses
Good
that's
point.
privy to weed and drugs.
Very
And
good
it's
point.
up to them to decide. And now, man, I gotta take this test, man, to keep my benefits popping. I can't mess with that.
Good point.
Yeah. Xavier said
Fair.
also need to be on birth control and no increase in welfare if the person has another kid.
You gonna
That's
force them on
another
birth control?
Bruh.
I'm down.
Mandatory sex education and only eligible to buy healthy foods. So, one kid, I even give you 2 kids. Anything after 2 kids, I'm with Xavier, man. You cannot keep having these kids, but you know what happened, BJ? The government give you checks per kid.
Mm-hmm.
Checks per kid, bro.
And I've heard the people that exploit that. They're like, oh yeah, their babies are checks. I'm like, dang, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. The letter said there is after 2 years you have to work 20 hours or to go to school in order to keep your benefits. Yeah, a lot of people know how to play the system. KB said, BJ, that's their fault. Don't do drugs knowing your ace needs a job and will possibly need a drug test. They have to decide and get their priorities in order. Exactly. I'm what's said on that. Vicky say, if the government doing everything, what are the parents doing? Yeah. If the government paying for everything, what the damn parents doing? Nothing. Not a dang thing. The lovely say a lot of those women choose to work fast food jobs, doing hair out of their homes or babysitting. Very few of them go to school, and that's how they show the 20 hours. So they work the system. KB said, BJ, if you're already on welfare with 2 kids and you can't afford them, why go get pregnant again? At this point, I'm technically the one taking care of those kids.
I don't agree with the technically. I think that's a little far, but I get you.
Her tax dollars is going to feed those children.
But you ain't taking care of them. You don't even know. No one really.
Her tax dollars is going somewhere. And
maybe 10 cents of her taxes.
Whatever, that 10 cents, she may keep that in her pocket. But she got to get that 10 cent up because those people refuse to get a job where they can get off of that crap.
It'd be really interesting if we adopt some cryptocurrency government-wise. This is real quick before we continue. We would actually be able to track and trace where the smallest amount, like where our money goes all the way down to, all the way down to someone else's pocket.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be interesting. Stampede said, providing social services is a multi-layered and complex issue. Okay, he's running for office here. It's like layers of an onion. All right. What if the welfare recipient's condition is not temporary? I know folks who are adults with mental issues who will never be able to climb out of poverty, but you won't be able to tell it by just looking at them. Not on drugs. They need welfare and SNAP and WIC. There are others with physical limitations.
Well, and that's a different thing. If you some kind of way get diagnosed with some type of illness, that's a whole different ball game. then you got to get off into that. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, I can't speak on that one. If somebody is diagnosed with something that they have to have these and they can't fulfill a certain job or hours or whatever, that's a whole different animal right there that I can't deal with. Now Chuck says, and this is cool what Chuck say. How about granny raising grandkids because their child is gone, dead, jail, whatever? Now, something like that. Hey, I think it's another issue. If you got a grandmother that's 60s, 70s, or whatever, and now she's got this responsibility dropped in her lap, that's a situation that definitely, in my opinion, needs assistance. Because if you're this old, you looking to retire and get your Social Security, but now you got to take care of a kid that's just dropped in your lap because a particular situation. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? It's just these jagaboos that's in their 20s, 30s, 40s, that's not at retirement age, they don't want to do crap. That's my issue.
I mean, yeah, if we create some rules, some guidelines, like, okay, you got to have this level of income or be in this age group or have this sort of situation, like what Chuck just said about the granny, I think that'd be fair. Lovely said, I got a family member who has 5 kids with 5 different men, has been on welfare their entire life, but keeps her 20-hour-a-week job in order to keep her welfare benefits.
See, somebody like that who's real, who knows how to play the system, man. It's got to be something for them. It's got to be.
Yeah.
Lewis says some folks buy what they want and beg for what they need. That's great. I love the way you put that. We all know someone who doesn't have what they need but keep drugs.
Oh my gosh.
Me and BJ going, oh my gosh, together. Yeah, we know those people, man. That's another point. Like, that's what I'm saying. Not just weed, but they gonna buy joy. They got PlayStation games. They gonna they gonna get the nails done. They gonna be, all that.
And it's easy math for me. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you probably spent $2,000 this month, but you didn't pay rent.
Yeah. Or you getting healthcare that's free when the rest of us gotta pay for it.
Yeah, I would feel some type of way about that one. Yeah.
Come on, man. We can say this welfare thing needs some stipulations and regulations, definitely. Mark say it's all about the person and they want and what they want out of life. Exactly. I totally agree, cuz. If you one of them people who just want to get by, you ain't gonna do much,
Man.
But with all this government assistance, man, hey man, now they're doing housing in nice neighborhoods that's government assisted, man. So you'll see these people with these big nice homes. Well, these women, because if they got a man, they don't qualify. But if it's just a single mother, man, you'd be like, damn, what's she do?
Man, isn't that crazy? Let's see. Bodine said, I know people who smoke every day, always pass the drug test. They sell products so you can pass the drug test. And, it's a risk, but they do it.
Wow.
The Lovely said, our tax dollars are also supporting wars and political agendas. KV said, Stampede. Speaking of those sorry people who are mentally capable and able to work, but choose to be a career welfare receiver. Welfare is my job. I clock in daily.
Damn.
Oh man. BJ, that's happening in December. Biden passed the bill 1406. Digital currency will be implemented this December and it all can be tracked. That would be interesting, seeing exactly if you are using digital currency, seeing exactly where your tax money went. Because I mean, it's a full public ledger. That'd be interesting. Chuck said, LOL, people take advantage of the rules no matter what you do, but you can't just take welfare away.
Yeah, and I think all of us are saying the same thing. Don't take it away, but limit it. It has to be limited. I mean, and you gotta, like Big said earlier, it's gotta be some type of stipulations and regulations, man. You can't.
But you know what, Vince?
Go ahead.
People are always gonna push it to the limit. Just people just. You don't know that song, do you?
Nah.
Oh, all right. There is, let's see, Vicky said, my concern is not the person or people with disabilities, it's these healthy, lazy individuals. If any granny raising her grandkids, she needs all the assistance offered. There's an idiot TikToker who has 6 baby daddies so she can get more money, and she's probably making money off of, publicizing that as well. No repercussions. Bodine said, Vince, what do you think about income taxes every year? Paying so much money for the kids, they have to look for income taxes every year.
Man, income tax season is the worst for me. I've been on record to say it. I can't stand it. I think it's awful.
It's crime.
You have a mom with 4 or 5 kids, and she looks for a $8,000 to $10,000 check, and I think it's despicable. And it's just not cool, man. But I mean, that's why some of them do it. They go to have these kids, and they talk that crap where they gonna get X amount, and they don't work, but they may make $30,000 or $28,000 that year, and they look forward to a $10,000 income tax check, and they try to live their lives like that. You know what I'm saying? And I just think it's sad.
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I hear about that. Yeah, they look they look forward to that. They get these big old checks. Oh, I got $8,000 check for every baby, like you said, or dollar sign for every baby.
Man, in my industry, at the auction where we take cars and drop cars, that's our biggest. That's where we do the most volume. Because
that time of year.
Yeah, because these mom and pop car lots go to the auction and they buy all of these cash cars because they know these people gonna come with these income tax and they're gonna spend $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $4,000 to get a junk car.
Man.
Yeah.
You told me there's some young cats that you deliver cars to that they got a dealership, right?
They got a dealership and they sell cars as is, man. I'm talking about these cars are horrible. They have people who coming in and will pay $3,000, $2,700, $2,000 just to say they got a car.
I actually support them getting that money and recirculating it like that. I mean, because that's going to an industry, that's going to a business. It's right back in the scheme of things, because they didn't like hold on to it. They didn't go spend that on drugs. Like they went and actually, paid for goods and services. So I support them spending that big income tax check on that. Let's see. Maybe have welfare audits. Yep, that would be dope. Big Mama took care of all the kids without welfare. Big Mama like Martin Lawrence, Big Mama?
That's what she mean. Big Mama.
Chuck said there's an income threshold, but Vince said 60,000 wasn't low enough.
Well, I was just trying to see what was considered low income, and BJ looked it up, and he said 60,000 is low to middle class, right?
Yeah, 60 to 150,000 is no, I'm sorry. Yeah, 60 to 150,000 is considered a range of middle class. There's like lower middle class in there. There's, middle,
But no, Chuck.
average middle.
I've heard somewhere that 60,000. If you make 60,000 or below, at some point, I think Biden is working on where you get free health care if you make 60,000 or under. But I'm willing to bet you though, although you get free health care, I'm pretty sure it's going to be the bottom of the barrel, care. You probably gonna have to go to the county hospital and just
The vet.
whatever. You go in. You probably gonna be able to have to go in the clinics that just ain't too sanitary. I don't see nothing good from it, but
There's a horse walking right down the hall.
Yeah, all that. I mean, so whatever.
Stampede said the bad thing is there's no way to stop people from taking advantage of the system. The government knows it. Some people spend their time trying to defraud the government. He continued to say, I know folks who are foster parents for a living. There is a family just like that in my neighborhood growing up. But anyways, yeah, folks who have foster parents for a living, the more foster kids you have, the more money you receive to care for them. Yep, that was the thing. They use the money from one of the kids to care for all of the kids, and the rest of the money goes into their pocketbook. $1,000 per kid times 5 kids, and they use $1,000 to feed and clothe everybody. Yeah, I dated one of those girls. She was a foster kid. I was in elementary. There's a foster home in my neighborhood, and this is like an upper middle class neighborhood. And they got this scheme going, and they got all these kids in this house. And I dated one of them. But yeah, that was interesting because even at that age, like, and I was probably 4th, 5th grade, like I knew it was a scheme. Like I was old enough to like know that. Yeah. Like, yeah, it wasn't just a foster home. Like, yeah, it wasn't like that.
Yeah. Mark say, and a little deeper look into government looks forward to income tax season. Yeah, they do. They know they finna get broke off. Chuck said, when is income tax car season? February, April.
Sounds right, huh?
As low as January, as soon as January. I mean, rapid refund, man. These people be getting.
Oh yeah.
By the 5th of January, a lot of these people have their money in their bank accounts, man. They run right to the mom and pop car dealerships because, of course, their credit is horrible, so they run right to the mom and pop and give me a cash car. That's the worst thing you can do. Anybody listening, I'm in the car business. You get these cash cars, you better just check them out. Don't just go get one just because.
That's the tough part. It's like a freaking 10% chance that you'll get the right one if you don't know what you're looking at.
Yeah, definitely check those cars out. Don't just grab something because you got the money in your pocket. Because they know how to doctor these cars up to where they look clean, and you get out on the street and a damn motor fall out the bottom of that joker. The lovely say it's called trickle down effect. Give to the poor, and they will put it back into the economy. Like what you said earlier, BJ. Give to the middle class and the rich, and they will invest it or save it. That's a good point. Bodine said, you right about the cars, Vince. Every income tax, they get a car. And it doesn't last a year. So next income tax, they get another one. Yeah, that's how it works. Chuck said the vet, BJ. Talking about the
I'm talking. They ain't gonna have a horse getting its leg cut off in the room next to you.
Exactly.
But it's not gonna be rooms with walls. It's gonna be rooms with painted lines on the ground.
With a damn curtain, yeah.
Curtain, yeah.
Because they know that the one with the 5 kids gonna, you go into the used car store and Best Buy for 6.5, and it's in TVs and boost their economy. But it is what it is. Yep. Stampede said, KV, I understand. I was just playing devil's advocate. I was just playing devil's advocate and arguing all sides. Welfare is a complex issue, but I agree with you.
That's a politician right there.
Yeah,
he secured that vote.
Both babies. That turkey there, even the ugly babies. The lovely said, BJ, too young to know about Big Mama. You too young.
The movie, or like a real version, like a real like stereotypical Big Mama, like.
I think she's talking about a real Big Mama, man. We used to have Big
Mama. Oh, the one with all the kids.
Yeah, everybody kid you be over there.
I think my grandma was one. I always heard stories of all the kids being over at her house getting all the food and stuff, and they'd all pile in her car and all this.
Yeah, Luke said, unless you buy a car from me, mine are straight. Yeah, Luke cars, his cars are straight. You're right, his cars are straight. And like I said, I don't want to knock everybody's used car place. They do have some nice ones, man. You do have some nice people that won't sell no crap because they want you to come back. And then you just got to watch those cats that will sell you anything just to get you to come. That's their business. We just trying to move the car.
Man, we gotta have a show where we ask everybody what they do for a living. Y'all got quite a few different hustles here. I think we had car dealerships, we had sex toys, we had nurses, we had transportation, we got food services. We got
medical people. We got in the medical field. We got a lot of people, man. Stampede, I wish Nas was here since he's a former used car salesperson. I know I might have to call my boy tomorrow, see what's up with him. Yeah. So yeah, man, that was cool. We're gonna go out on this note right here.
Former.
BJ, play that last video. I want to know if y'all have ever did this, or do you know about your kids doing this or your grandkids doing it? I thought this was so funny, man. The one with the little kid where he go outside. He pissed off. He go outside. He's got a camera.
To a man.
All right.
Not that one. The one where he go outside. So sent to your messenger. He go outside. He forgot it was camera out there.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
This I think this was KV, man. This was KV or Vasher back in the day.
Let's see here.
I'm pretty sure a lot of you turkeys done had this happen.
Oh man.
Why my fucking day? This is dumb shit.
Okay.
How clean this dumbass house up? That nigga lazy.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Let me share my screen.
So the little boy is pissed off. He goes outside to vent and he forget about his cameras outside.
Let me go back.
Man, why my fucking day? This is dumb shit. How clean this dumbass house up? That nigga lazy. You better think about his health. Oh, entertainment shit. Damn, I can wait some old fucking knock his ass out. His ugly ass. Damn. Fat ugly ass. Should've lose weight. I was eating instead of game. Should've throw eggs on his fucking head. Fat ass. I fucking clean it up. I do all that cleaning all the time. Damn. Dumbass. Fuck your house. Fuck.
He got his ass whooped.
Look, man, he was pissed, man.
You know he got his ass beat.
He was pissed, man. I was like, wow, you know how many kids do that, man. He just got busted because he forgot the doggone cameras was outside.
Oh my gosh. Man.
Hey, look here. His dad is fat ass, man.
He didn't spare nothing on his dad, man.
No, man. Papa,
I mean, I've had.
You need to clean up.
man, I've had my moments as, you know, a kid or even older, but he took it to another level, dude. I have never man,
Man,
yo, I was just thinking the whole time watching that, like, what is the dad gonna do when he sees
man, he
this?
probably laughed at it, man.
I hope.
You know,
I
I'm
hope.
tell you, if that was me, I probably wouldn't even. I probably act like I didn't hear him, man. It
What?
was probably, yeah, man. You come
He
on, man.
he really went in on the dad. He said fat ass, eating so much, always on
Bruh,
the
his dad
game.
probably is a fat ass, man. And he know, we know, man. See, you don't have kids, BJ. Man, when you turn your back, man, you don't piss your child off. Oh, trust me, they're gonna let you have it. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna say it, they ain't gonna disrespect it to your favor. They gonna say it under their breath. So you know it's happening as a parent. He just got caught doing it. So
But
I'm
you're
pretty
saying, like, as a parent, he's well aware of what he's doing.
yeah,
Or
he know
how,
he pissed off. He knew when he told him the way his reaction was, he was pissed. But the little cat probably, you know, just huffed and puffed and went on. So once he got outside, man, he just let it go.
he didn't get too far away from the front door. So if anyone was right on the other side of the wall, they could have heard him. You
Man,
know,
they
hearing
probably
conversation on your front
Probably
porch.
Yeah.
You know,
They probably at the door like, listen to him. He's going crazy on Pop. Fat ass.
he
Make
probably
me
does
sick.
that every day. Takes a little 3-minute walk outside
Yeah.
just to.
And once he was big, he whooped his.
He did say that,
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
and he meant that. He meant that.
Yeah, man. But anyway, I just wanted y'all to see that. We're gonna go out on that. Great show, man. We appreciate everybody. Y'all be safe. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend, man. Have a great weekend. And we'll get back with y'all on Monday. Until then, be safe.
Peace.
LeBuddy,